Welcome back to the show. Many thanks for staying with us. Now let's continue with our story about the contractors. I have here in the studio Joanna Ejay. She's National President of the Progressive Road Contractors Association. Madam Ejay, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Let's talk about how much government owes you, over what period. Your members, if you can give us a period within which your members are owed, and a rough figure.
It is very difficult to give a rough figure on the construction side because in construction, certificates are being presented almost every day.
Okay.
So if by the close of the day, the government owes, let's say, 1 billion today, by the close of the day, it's no longer 1 billion. But it could be anything else.
Okay.
But
I was actually referring to individual, like, for example, you're a contractor, right? So, for example, how much, roughly, how much would you be expecting from government?
Fortunately for me, I'm not expecting anything from the government now.
Okay.
All the work done, because my contract was under Cocoa Rules, and so far as I know, for Cocoa Rules, people who have been vetted have been paid.
Okay.
I am one of them. So at the moment, the government is not owing me.
The government is not owing you, but there are other people in your organization who are owed?
Oh, yes.
Like how many?
Oh, a lot. I can't count them.
Okay.
A lot.
Like 100?
Oh, more than 100.
More than 100 people are owed. Well, that's a lot of money for government to pay.
It is.
How long has it taken for you to get your money?
According to our contract, normally when you are given the contract, executed a job, and you prepare your certificate for the payment, as soon as the agency receives your payment, there's 90 days for you to be paid. And after 90 days, if you are not paid, you call something like delay in payment.
Okay.
So you have to prepare your delay in payment certificates and present again to the government for payment.
Okay. Does that come with interest?
That is the delay in payment. That is the interest.
Wow.
That's in terms of interest.
So if you're owed, let's say, 10 million today, and the government doesn't pay, the older the debt gets,
definitely,
the bigger it gets as well.
Oh yes.
Wow. So in a month, for example, if government hasn't paid, let's say a year, have you been owed that long? I mean, your members been owed that long for over a year? Some
have been owed since 2016.
Since 2016.
And somebody even told me since 2015.
Okay, so let's say 4 to 5 years, the government owes you like 10 million. In 5 years, how much are you expecting from government?
That will be difficult.
Okay.
It's a lot. So that is the reason why if the government is not paying according to the specification of the period the government should pay, it costs the government a lot.
It costs the government a lot. So government should know that owing contractors is only attracting interest, and it's not in the best interest of the government to delay the payments, right? All right. Now let's talk about what seems to be happening with your organization. Now we're told that there's a meeting scheduled tomorrow, and that you contractors have gone to Otumfuose to the second to intervene in this matter. Tell us a bit about it. What do you know about this?
Actually, that is the more reason why I'm here today.
Okay. Because
you have a construction chamber now formed with about 12 to 13 associations, which is the mouthpiece of the construction industry.
Okay.
And for the past 2 weeks now, more than 2 weeks, we've been liaising with the setup minister of roads and highways concerning this debt and this payment. Because if you remember, about 2 months or 1 month ago, there was a little picketing at the roads and highways. So the chamber and the association came in, and then we called for a meeting with the minister, and the minister gave us a full assurance that he's taking that issue to the cabinet meeting, and coming back, he's going to give us a very good answer. Well, the chamber called me and said there have been some people who have booked an appointment to see the Otumfuo concerning the payments. And I said, I don't know anything about it.
Did the minister get back to you when he said he will?
Oh, yes. He said she would get back to us after the cabinet meeting. Okay. And then she told us that he was having she was traveling, and she was supposed to come back on last week, Friday. And yesterday also was a public holiday. So we are expecting to hear something from him today
this week
for the meeting.
Okay. So you heard about the Otumfuo meeting, and you said that you didn't know anything about it.
It is not us. The people who are calling themselves Progressive Contractors Association And we are Progressive Road Contractors Association, in short, PROCA. You see, the name looks the same, but we are not the same. You don't have anything concerning that meeting. And I'm telling my members that nobody gave that concern of that particular meeting. I am the national president, and such a meeting is going on. Should be signed. The appointment should be signed by me. You don't know anything about it. Okay.
So first of all, we're trying to get this other group, which is the Progressive Contractors Association, right? The Progressive Contractors Association. We're trying to get through to them to find out what their side of the story is. We've not been successful, but we're still trying. But you are with the Progressive Road Contractors Association, yes. Which of you indicated that there is a construction chamber that is made up of a consortium of associations. Yeah. Is this Progressive Contractors Association part of this consortium? No.
So far as I know, now, because I am also a member of the council of that chamber. Okay. So far as I know, no.
So you don't know who this group is?
I don't know.
You don't know who the members on this group are?
I don't know.
Since you heard that they petitioned the Otumfo and got actually a meeting scheduled for tomorrow, have you made any checks to find out who these people are and what their concerns really are?
Somebody sent me the publication, and under the publication was written the name Owusu Chan, which is it Owusu? Say Akwa Owusu, I've forgotten the other name, which I know him. Personally, I know him. And she used to be a member of our association, which is Progressive Road Contractors Association. I ceased to be a member so many years ago.
Okay. But it is also possible that these people are actually also owed by the government.
Oh, yes. Yes, I don't doubt about that. And I'm not against that. If somebody wants to organize a meeting with Otumfo, freedom of, so far as our constitution is concerned, they have every right to do that. But nobody should use the association name.
Okay, well, this is a different name because this is a Progressive Contractors Association, and yours is the Progressive Road Contractors Association.
That's it.
So it's obviously not the same. It just looks as if there is a break in your front. It looks like there isn't understanding, complete understanding among your members. That's what this story puts out there. What do you want to say to that?
I don't understand it.
It looks...
The government owes you. And you have, for instance, our association, we have executives who are always fronting the association. And we have been having a lot of meetings with the minister concerning this particular payment. And then negotiation is underway. Why should you go further and book another appointment to see another person?
How long has this negotiation been going on for?
Oh, that's why I said it's about 2 months ago.
2 months
there
ago.
was a picketing at the industry, the picketing at the ministry. And because of that, the association took it over and took it to the chamber, which is the bigger organization. So the chamber also didn't sit down. We called for a meeting with the minister, and that's what the minister said. I'm taking the issue to the cabinet meeting, and coming back, you hear from me. Coming back, we were told he's traveling and coming back on Friday, this last week Friday. And I said Monday was a holiday. So definitely you hear from him from today.
So you are hopeful to hear from the minister today, but already this group seems to have booked an appointment with Menchia Palace, and they're going to have a meeting tomorrow. Would you say that this is a good thing, seeing as you said a lot of your members are owed by governments? So if these people manage to get Otumfo to speak for them so they get their money, it's good news, right?
I don't buy that. Why Otumfo?
Well, why not Otumfo?
Why? If you want to book an appointment to talk about your payment, I don't think it's Otumfo.
You don't get that they believe that Otumfo has so much influence that he'll be able to.
Then Otumfo have a lot of work to do. Everybody can go to Otumfo and say, I want this, I'm looking for this, and because I'm not getting it, I want Otumfo to come in.
What really is your concern in this matter? I mean, why does it bother you, and why? Does it bother you that they've gone to Otumfo?
No, it doesn't. Because I was called by the chamber vice chairman and asked me why. Understand if people have booked appointment before. I said no, I don't know anything about it. So the publication was sent to me because the whole of last week I was at my site, and when I couldn't get any information about it, so she sent me the publication. I read it and I said, no, that is not us.
That is not us. Okay. So essentially, that's the point. How do you respond to the rhetoric that there is politicization in terms of the payments, and that the contractors, for example, who picketed, most of them said they know and they have heard that contractors who are aligned to the NPP as a political party have been paid, and that those who are not aligned to the NPP have not been paid.
The same contractors are saying that the government is paying NDC people. The NPP government is not paying some of its members who are contractors, and they are paying the NDC people. And the same people, as you are saying, that they say the payment is being done to NPP. No. I have a lot of people in my office who are, they are NPP sympathizers, and they have not been paid.
Okay.
I managed to be paid because of the cocoa rows. And when the government came, it took me a long time before we were in line. When the government took over, there was a consultancy set at the cocoa board. They say they are just going through our contract, vetting the contract. So when they vet it and you are okay, they send it back to cocoa board, and they pay you. So it took me also a long period before even being the national president. Okay. Because I have no certificate with the road farm board. That is my only contract was at cocoa board. That is the reason why, after the vetting, it came to me. Even people were saying, why? You are the president, have not been president. No. They are doing their own thing. When they vet and everything's okay, they bring it back to cocoa board and they pay you. So when people say they are paying the NPP, I don't know anything about that, because my own people are also saying they are paying the NDC.
I see. So for you who has been paid, do they sometimes accuse you of being NPP because you've been paid?
I'm not NPP.
No, do they accuse you?
No,
of being,
I'm a businesswoman and I work with any government in power.
What's your final word in this conversation now that we know that the meeting with Deltunfo is coming on tomorrow? What's going to happen? Are you looking to reach out to these people and have a conversation with them, or you just wait and see?
No, I will not. But I will always say my members shouldn't get themselves involved, because if you come to a situation that they call the association like that you are coming from, I will say no. Because if anything like that, I should be in the known.
Okay. All right.
And what I will also say that I think there was a publication by the Ashanti Regional Minister who resorted onto all these things. And one of the FM stations also called me and said that the ministers, when you meet them, are they rude? I said, no. They sit down with you as you are sitting down with me, and we discuss everything to the end. And the only thing they can say, please wait. So we are waiting, and we hope the government is going to give us a very good answer to solve all these problems.
So that is, you're waiting for the minister's call today?
Yeah. Today or tomorrow.
All right. We'll be on standby just in case you hear anything favorable that we can share with the rest of your members. We'll be happy to do so.
Thank you very much. And if you also send a press release to your press house concerning this issue, explaining things to the public. Thank you so much,
Madam Joanna AJ. My name is Gifty. Thank you very much for coming. Joanna AJ is National President of the Progressive Road Contractors Association. Progressive Road Contractors Association. And mind you, the more government owes, or the longer it takes, let's say, the older the debt gets, the more money the contractors get, the more money government loses. And government is you and I, our taxes. So the more money we lose, and the more money the contractors get. We'll see how that story unfolds. But right now...